So from this example, like I was talking about in the former video, so the probability of 6 is twice the remaining probability. If you look at this, probability of this last number is twice of every single one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to calculate that, all you need to do is just be smart. Since we all know that the probability of for an event to occur is 1, so that's why we put 1 here. Because the probability of 1, probability of 2, probability of 3, probability of 4, probability of 5, and probability of 6. Let's assume that the probability for each one of them is just 1. Probability of 1 is 1. So let's say for 1 that will be P. Probability of 1 is P. Probability of 2 is P. Probability of 3, P. 4, P. 5, P. And for probability of 6, since it's twice every other one, especially that that of 1 is P, like the other ones. So that will be 2 times P. So by the time you add all this together and equate it to 1, you get the probability. So when you add it together, you have 1 over 7. So since you have to calculate the probability of 6, what are the probability of the 6 outcome? The 6 outcome, that will be 2. The probability of 2p, that will be 2 times 7, 1 over 7, that will be 2 over 7. So that's that. Suppose that you roll the weighted 6-sided die from example, this example, twice. Okay, what is the probability that the first roll will be an odd number and the second roll will be an even number? Well, the probability for the first one to be an odd number will be, for odd number, let's go back, odd number 1 to 6, 1, 2, and 3, that will be 3 over 6. Yeah, same for odd number, P1, P3, P5, those are the odd numbers, that will be 3 over 7 rather. I made a mistake. The mistake is that this kind of question is different. Probability of 1, 3, and 5, those are 3. So that will be 3 over 7 because we all agree here that when you add, since you already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you add all this together, you're going to have 7 p's. That's why it's 3 over 7. Total number, our outcome is 7 instead of 6 because 6 has twice the probability of 1 and the rest. So for even number, now let's calculate for even number now. Since the probability of that the even number is P2, P4, and P6, so if you add them together, that's 1, 2. So 2p plus the last one, which is for 6, that will be 4p. 2p for the 6th one, and for 4, that's p, that's 3, for 2, that's p, that's 4. So that will be 4 over 7. So that's that. Now, so the question actually is the probability. Okay, what is the probability that the first row okay, now since the probability for the first row is odd and the second row is even, so we want to have the probability that now I told you that, okay, what's the question? What's the probability that the first row will be an odd and the second row will be an even? So this and, as I told you initially, the and, when we're talking about and, we're talking about multiplication. So we're talking about 2 events here, which is for the odd number, which is 3 over 7, and for the even number, which is 4 over 7. So since we have and, like in this question, probability of odd number and second to be even number, that will be times 3 over 7, which probability of the odd, times 4 over 7, which probability of the even. So that will give you, is the final answer, 12 over 49. So let's move on to the next question. Now, 2 events that happen sequentially are not always independent. The occurrence of one event may affect the occurrence of the following event. In that case, the probability that both events happen is equal to the probability that the first event multiplied by the probability that the given probably that given that the first event has already happened, the second event happened as well. Now let's do the last question. A box contains 5 orange disc, 4 red discs, and 1 blue disc. You had to select 2 discs at random and without replacement. Now this is very important. Without replacement means a lot. I told you about replacement the other time from the box. What is the probability that the first disc you select will be red and the second disc select will be orange? Now this is very vital and important. This "and" is a keyword. Without replacement is another keyword. So we are having 2 events taking place. You are picking a disc. You are picking discs twice. For the first part is the first event. It means you are picking for the let me see. What's the probability for selecting the red disc? For red disc now, red disc is 4, right? That will be 4 over the total number of discs. Let me count it. 5 plus 4, that's 9, plus 1, that's 10. So that means probability for red will now be 4 over 10. Now for the first stage, and that is what we have here, 4 over 10. And for the second one, they said "and" when you are doing your second selection, which is a random selection, they said select should be orange, that the second one will be orange. Now for it to be orange, it means that go to the orange space, you pick 5 because that's the total number of oranges we can have there. So that's the probability of picking orange disc. That will be 5 over the total number of the remaining disc. Now because the first one already picked 4 over 10, which is the first space, then I thought the total number will reduce because they told us without replacement. If they didn't mention this, if they told us that if they mention without replacement, that really means that if one is picked, it does not return back. So for the second one, since there is no replacement, since you are picking the second time now, it's going to be 5, which is for the orange, over 9. It can't be 10 again because you have picked 1 out of it. Understand? That'll be 5 over 9. So that's the meaning. You pick from the remaining one. So that's the meaning. So that's why we have 5 over 9 here. So since the question is "and", using "and" here, let me see the second disc "and", it means that you're going to use your probability of red times probability of orange disc. That will be 2 over 5, 4 over 10 times 5 over 9. That's the answer. 2 over 9. Now let me go deep into it so that it will not feel confusing. The probability that the first disc select from the box will be red. That's the first thing I did, which is 4 over 10. This is the 4. This why I picked 4 is because 4 is the total number of red disc there. So that's the total number slot that's a red as. That will be 4 over 10. And the second one, probably that the second disc selected from the box will be orange. Will be 4. Orange is 5. 5 oranges. That will be 5 over the total number. But since there is no replacement, it means that since we picked red first, the total number will reduce. You understand? This is red now. Initially it was the red was 4 before. Since we've picked it the first time, so the second time it will now be 3. That's the meaning of that. So the total number left will now be 9. So now be 4 over 9. So that's the meaning. So let me just read through the line so that you can understand it. Probably that the first disc you select will be red is 4 over 10, like I explained. If the first disc you select is red, there will be 5 orange disc, 3 red disc. There will be a change. Look at the change. Before you have 4 red disc, but because you've picked a red, it remains 3 red disc and 1 blue. So you are going to make your probability, your choice based on this, and the total number of disc less is 9. Therefore, the probability that the second disc you select will be orange is 5, which is 5. We have 5 orange over the total number, which is 5 plus 3 plus 1, 9. Then since we have "and" as a sign, you multiply probability of red, which is 2 over 5, and you cut it down like this, then times 5 over 9. So, and I hope you really understand. Please, I know it's not easy, but you need to take your time. If it takes you a lot of time to really read this probability, because I understand a lot of students used to have problem with this probability, please take your time to read through it well and take note of everything I told you. Write down formulas when it's independent. When we're having two events happening together, E and F, E or sorry, not and, E or F is a formula. PE plus PF minus PE and F. So if it is independent, this goes. But if the two events, if it's mutually exclusive, you remove this and we have P or F event. P or F event, then we have PE plus PF. And this is the meaning of PE and PF. PE times PF. That's the whole message that is sent there. So please, it's not as difficult as you think, just have to read through it. Now we are going to rounding up. So distribution of data, random variables and probability distribution. And this is where we're going to be talking about the distribution, data distribution and all. And even the question you have to be on time like that, this shape, remember? Normal distribution, we're going to treat it, but let me waste your time. I'm going to do my video and I'll send it over. Yeah, so thank you very much for the time. I really hope you understand this the probability. You have to solve more questions to get it. I talked about combination, the difference between combination and permutation. Take note of that, very important. They're going to set a question for you. Meaning of factorial, from the number you multiply it downward so you get to 1. Stuff like that, please. Thank you.